Hi, this is Jim, and this is Called to Battle. I'm finding it amazing how we're able to turn everything into politics. And I think it's so sad. Because the more we do that, the more we lessen humanity. And I think that's sad. I don't know if you saw the latest scandal. That Donald Trump wore a blue suit to the Pope's funeral night. He was the only one that wore a blue suit. Everyone wore a black suit. Except if you scanned out and you see that a number of people wore blue suits. As a matter of fact, Prince William, representing King Charles, was there with the blue suit. Former President Biden wore a blue suit. I mean, why do they have to inject politics in all of this? I don't get it. I mean, the Pope died. Can't he just be honored and remembered and respected? Is that asking too much? Do we have to bring politics into everything? I mean, I'm not Catholic. There's a number of things that the Pope said that which I disagree with, theologically. But the man died. Can we just honor him? Just respect him? He worked, he worked hard for the Lord. Just leave it there. Let's just give a day or two to look at what he had done, what he committed his life to. Maybe that could be respected a little. But no, instead, we got to make it political. I mean, when my son was killed, at his funeral, I could care less what people wore. The fact they were there to remember my son, to encourage Kristen and I, meant everything. That was just such a huge blessing. But no, we got to pull politics into everything. I live in Georgia. A little while ago, Jimmy Carter died. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Jimmy Carter. Matter of fact, theologically, I disagree with him in a couple of areas. I couldn't understand how he could call himself Christian and be for abortion. And his politics, I wasn't a fan of. But when he died, I did not put any of that on social media. I did not come out and say all the areas I disagree with him, what a terrible person he was or something like that. No, it's stupid. He died. His friends, his family, they were hurting. I could respect the man. He was the president of the United States. Not many people can say that. Agree with him or not, that was an incredible achievement. He became president of the United States. What he did with Habitat Humanity, that deserves a lot of respect. But the man worked hard. He served his country. That can be honored. If I remember right, he served in the Navy. That can be honored. Why is it we just have to make everything political? I think the more we do that, the more we take away from humanity. Let's not look at a person as a politician or a political viewpoint. Let's look at as a person as a human being. One with, when people that have a child or have children or a spouse or loved ones or, is a grandparent, a great-grandparent, whatever. That's what they are. That can be honored. That can be lifted up. If anything else, with death, could we just put aside the political garbage and remember the person? I think that would be a great start of getting some civility back in this world. Let's just honor a person. If you agreed with them or not, they lived. They had people who loved them. They did what they thought was the right thing. And people are hurting because they're gone. Well, that's all I have for today. God bless. I'll talk to you soon.